We've had a lot of fun though. We'll walk away with a lot of memories, great education, lots of friends.
It was fun. I guess I love St. Ben's since I made it 4 years.
Yeah, we made it finally, somehow.
I'm excited.
Please be seated. Welcome. Good afternoon. I am Dr. Rita Knazel, Provost at the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University. It is indeed my great pleasure on this glorious day to welcome all of you, the families, friends, honored guests, faculty and staff, and especially the 2008 graduating class of the College of St. Benedict. We welcome you to the 93rd commencement exercise. I would like to begin by introducing the members of today's platform party. On my left is the president of the College of St. Benedict, Dr. Marianne Benninger. Next to her is Kathleen Cooney, chair of the Board of Trustees. Next is our commencement speaker and the 2008 honorary degree recipient, Dr. Ahna Skop. Dr. Skop is a faculty member in the Department of Genetics and Medical Genetics at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Next is Dr. Joe Desjardins, Associate Provost and Academic Dean at the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University. On my right is the Most Reverend John F. Kinney, Bishop of the Diocese of St. Cloud. And next to him is Ms. Nancy Judd Aylen. She will be receiving the President's Medal today. And next to her is the Subprioress of the Order of the Sisters of St. Benedict, Sister Sharon Noner. And to my far right is the President of the Alumni Council, Ms. Laura Kelly Lovedahl. I now invite the Most Reverend John F. Kinney to the podium to give the invocation.
We recall the encouraging challenge Pope Benedict XVI gave to all those in Catholic higher education when he visited our country last month. He said, a university's Catholic identity is not simply a question of the number of Catholic students. It is a question of conviction. Do we really believe that only in the mystery of the Word made flesh does the mystery of our humanity truly become clear? Are we ready to commit our entire self, intellect and will, mind and heart, to God? Is the faith tangible in our universities? Is it given fervent expression liturgically and sacramentally through prayer and acts of charity, a concern for justice, and a respect for God's creation? Only in this way, the Pope said, do we really bear witness to the meaning of who we are and what we uphold. My friends, let us pray in thanksgiving to God for all those who make this College of St. Benedict a place of wisdom and faith. Today we pray for these graduates of 2008. May God fill them with hope. To have hope is to believe that history continues, open to the dream of God and to human creativity. To have hope is to continue affirming that it is possible to dream a different world without hunger, without injustice, without discrimination. To have hope is to be a courier of God and courier of men and women of goodwill, tearing down walls, destroying borders, building bridges. To have hope is to believe in the revolutionary potential of faith, is to leave the door open so that the Spirit can enter and make all things anew. To have hope is to believe that life wins over death. To have hope is to begin again as many times as necessary. To have hope is to believe that hope is not the last thing that dies. To have hope is to believe that hope cannot die, that hope no longer dies. To have hope is to live. Amen.
Thank you, Bishop Kinney, and thank you for your support for the College of St. Benedict. As president of the College of St. Benedict, I offer you a warm welcome on this wonderful day. I welcome all of our guests, the honored guests in our platform party, parents, grandparents, siblings, relatives, and friends. But it is with special excitement and great joy that I welcome the College of St. Benedict class of 2008. I will always have a special connection to you because we started here together. In fact, August 2004 was when I started at St. Ben's. In effect, we became Bennies together. I met many of you and your parents on that very first day when you moved in, and I followed your illustrious career every step of the way. You have done remarkable things, and you have grown into remarkable women. It will be with immense pride and anticipation as I watch your futures unfold. Please remember to keep the College of St. Benedict in your hearts. Keep us up to date on the fulfillment of your dreams and visit us often. God bless you and Godspeed. Now we will be presenting the President's Medal. The College of St. Benedict has thrived in large part because we have so many friends who believe in the importance of our purpose and are willing to share their time, gifts, and talents to help fulfill our dreams. Nancy Judd Allen is one of these generous people. For more than a decade, she has captured the wonder of the natural world, and her photography has graced our campus through art exhibits and donation of framed artwork for Renner House. For more than a decade, she has strengthened the fine arts experience at the College of St. Benedict with generous gifts for annual scholarships, programming, and facilities enhancement. And for more than a decade, she has been a strong voice for the importance of art education and the value of public engagement in the fine arts. Her philanthropy is simply a natural offspring of her passion and purpose. As Nancy once told the Central Minnesota Community Foundation, charitable giving is like planting a tree. During your lifetime, you may be able to see it grow a little, like a seedling, into a small tree. However, the mature stage may not be reached in your lifetime. Your hope is that it will flourish to enhance the lives of future generations. Nancy's gifts will, without question, enhance the lives of our campus and our community for years to come. Therefore, it is with deep gratitude that I invite Nancy Judd Allen to accept the President's Medal of the College of St. Benedict. Nancy, would you please come forward?
This is really an entirely different experience being photographed. I'm usually the photographer. But I am deeply honored to receive this President's Medal. It's been exciting for me to be a part of the renovation of the Benedicta Arts Center. I'm so impressed by the fine arts programming available to the students of the College of St. Benedict, as well as the Central Minnesota community. The fine arts programming truly enriches the lives of all of us. Thank you very much.
We will now be conferring an honorary degree upon Doctor of Science upon Dr. Ahna Skop. It is my great honor today to award the Honorary Doctorate of Science to Dr. Ahna Skop. Though still in the early stages of her career, Dr. Skop's accomplishments and contributions to the field of science are impressive. As a graduate student, Dr. Skop discovered a link between the mechanisms of plant and animal cell division, a discovery that has established her as a pioneer in the field of animal cell division. Her breakthroughs have earned her the Presidential Early Career Award for Scientists and Engineers, the nation's highest honor bestowed among young scientists. Now an assistant professor of genetics and medical genetics at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, Dr. Skop is committed to sharing her passion for scientific discovery with her students. Perhaps more notable is the fact that she frequently opens her lab to high school students, giving them the opportunity to explore the wonder of science alongside her. Dr. Skop's unique ability to look at the world differently that has led her to advancements in the field of biology that should serve as an inspiration to all of us as we strive to reach our potentials. The citation for the honorary degree reads as follows: in recognition for her passion for scientific discovery, commitment to research, and unbridled enthusiasm for the beauty in molecular biology, I hereby confer upon Dr. Ahna Skop an honorary Doctor of Science. As a liberal arts college committed to integrative learning and the development of the whole person, I find it appropriate that our commencement speaker is Dr. Ahna Skop. In addition to her outstanding accomplishments in the field of science, Dr. Skop is also an artist and has found a way to successfully blend her love of science and art. She curates an art show at the international meetings of C. elegans scientists and has designed magazine covers and conference logos for her field. Her persistence in integrating these two very different disciplines is admirable. Like Dr. Skop, many of our graduates today at St. Ben's have found ways to blend their unique talents and are graduating with double majors and minors. Dr. Skop serves as a testament to the importance of recognizing our diverse gifts and pursuing each of our passions to the fullest. Please join me now in welcoming Dr. Ahna Skop.
Well, it's a complete pleasure and honor to be here at such a young age. But I hope I serve as a great example to all of you women out there. I probably graduated only 14 years ago, and here I am today. I want to thank President Marianne Benninger, Emily Cook, Sonia Gidlow, and Molly, and the President's Office, and the Art and Chemistry and Biology departments for arranging my wonderful visit to this campus. I can't say enough. I've never been here before, but I absolutely love it already. I especially want to thank the distinguished faculty of this great college, the graduating students in the class of 2008, and especially the parents and families, spouses and significant others who have sweated and slaved and stayed up all night to make this day possible. Congratulations to all of you. Today is about you and your accomplishments. It's amazing that this day has come, and I'm sure many of your parents and families are so excited you've come this far. We live in a world today that is both global and knowledge-based. We no longer are limited to our geographical boundaries. Critical thinking, creativity, and innovation are key skills that are most sought after in our new economy. By completing a liberal arts degree, you have proven your ability to adapt quickly to new situations, think creatively, and solve complex problems. Each and every one of you now have the ability to succeed in our ever-changing and global marketplace. The key to having a workforce that is both knowledgeable and creative is to keep arts central to our educational programs. Reports have noted that between 60 and 70% of schools have cut back or eliminated arts programs as a direct result of the No Child Left Behind Act. Policymakers are now focused on subjects that they think are important, like science, math, and languages. While these subjects are essential to our success, we have created an educational system that is entirely focused on these subjects, while art and music programs are marginalized in our schools. In order to create a creative and innovative workforce, the arts must return as a focal point in our educational process. The arts and arts education play a fundamental role in enriching cultures and creating diversity of human intellectual powers. We express our creativity every day in design of computers, of cars, of cartoons we watch, video games that we play, and the music that we listen to and the products that we buy. Art and creativity and innovation are everywhere, and the need for artistic talent is increasingly important in any modern vocation. Striking a balance between science and the arts, mathematics and the humanities serves to create a person who has the ability to succeed in our ever-evolving global economy. Success in the world economy is not predicated solely on our knowledge of the periodic table or your ability to derive differential equations. It involves your creativity, innovation, and excitement about the world and your place in it. My life is deeply entwined in both science and the arts. I received a BS in biology and a minor in ceramics from Syracuse University. Many of you think my degree is pretty unusual and might be different. I've been asked here today to tell you that it's okay to be different. Our global economy and faltering education system desperately needs people to be different and think outside the box. Your degree from St. Ben's has given you and is a testament to your ability to think outside the box. But I urge you to seek more opportunities to do so. I will share a little bit about my upbringing, my career, and passions that have made me a little different from the rest. These experiences and educational choices have led to my success. And I'm going to sort of break up my talk into a few sections. I have a few points to make, and so one of the first ones is do what you're passionate about. Because paparazzi don't follow scientists or artists around, you likely have no idea who I am, but that's okay. I'm not really famous. I'm just an average woman who does what she loves and is passionate about. I'm an assistant professor at genetics, as Marianne has told you, at UW-Madison. I often describe myself as a scientific artist or a biological cinematographer to civilians that I meet on the street. My work involves cell division. Most of you know is mitosis or cytokinesis from your high school biology class. Simply put, it's where one cell becomes two. I visualize how cells divide using high-resolution microscopes that allows me to image worm embryos dividing. But it's on a very small scale. But science aside, how do I get to where I am today? Well, I grew up in a family of artists, and probably it's pretty crazy you end up a scientist. My father is a sculptor and a college professor for over 40 years, and my mother was a ceramist and high school art educator. I have two sisters who work as graphic designers and a brother who's an industrial designer, and yet I ended up in genetics. Most of you would think, that's a little crazy. A scientist whose parents or entire family are artists. I often tell people that genetically I'm an artist, but developmentally a scientist. Seems weird, but to me it's perfectly natural. It's who I am. So, surprisingly, many scientists are musicians like my husband, and they're writers and artists too. Many scientists even have children who are artists. So it seems like creativity is inherent in both fields. When I thought about being a scientist in high school, I thought I needed to be good at math. But once I took a job in a lab making media for worms to grow on plates in college, I realized I really didn't need to know much math as I previously thought. I quickly figured out that that's what computers were for. And so I really liked the hands-on experiences, and I still do. I excelled at doing and not regurgitating. Classes were fine, but actually doing scientific experiments and working on the microscope was absolutely exciting to me. And so I hadn't thought about how much creativity it was in science when I was young, but I know my genetic background in art has helped me quite a bit to succeed in science courses in my research today. And yes, even without the ability to do math. So I cannot imagine my life without art. Science and art go hand in hand to me and are both extremely creative fields. They both involve passion and innovation, and both involve the discovery process. It is a shame that many in our culture have forgotten this. A long time ago, all scientists were artists. Leonardo da Vinci is likely the most famous scientist artist that you know of, but what has happened over the last 150 years is that these two fields have lost sight of each other. During Da Vinci's time, the real knowledge transfer was through actual drawing, which required a bit of skill. But nowadays you snap a digital picture or we make a movie. But today we also draw models and schematics as well, which most people don't realize. And a majority of my day involves writing and making graphic layouts of my biological images for manuscripts, both things that require a lot of creativity and innovation. Things you might equate on the day of a job as a graphic designer or an author. Once you become a scientist, the reality is you need quite a bit of artistic and linguistic acumen to succeed. If more students were taught this, I think a lot more would succeed in science and math. If you realize the extent of artistry in our endeavors, the ability to tap into creative talent opens new avenues for success. I urge you to support the arts as a way to enhance and spark creative thinking in all fields, and be passionate about your career and adventures in your life. And so number two, the second thing is I really think is important is to travel and try new things. And I know at least 2/3 of the student body travels abroad, which I think is absolutely amazing. And in my opinion, I think it's the single most important thing you can do to enrich your life and education. And we really begin to understand ourselves by experiencing cultures different from our own. Any chance you get to travel while you are young or old, please do so. I mean, it's the most amazing thing. I cannot say enough about the people who I meet who have extensive travel experience. They are mature, reflective, adventurous, smart, open, confident, exciting, interesting, and immensely creative people. I encourage you to seek out an interesting place you've never been and go there. I'm in the vein of people who believe you should never go back to the same place twice. You should always try new things. It will spark your creative juices more than you think. My husband and I honeymooned in Thailand past November. It was an eye-opening experience, one of the most beautiful countries either of us have been. It is amazing to experience a culture that on the whole has little or no disposable income, yet can create the most amazing flavors in their food and create the most intricate and awe-inspiring temples. Creativity is everywhere, and when I travel, I'm always amazed how even the poorest of people use their creativity to enrich their lives. And third point that I want to make to all the graduates is be yourself and take risks. Well, this is a no-brainer for most of you, but be who you are. Don't ever let someone tell you that you can't do someone or be someone you aren't. When I was in graduate school, I told my advisor that I wanted to start a scientific art show in an international meeting he was organizing. Being fond of the arts and appreciative of my creativity, he said, okay, but you have to do it by yourself. So I did. I organized and curated a scientific art show for this meeting. Entries range from stained glass worms and variants of Warhol. I mean, you'd be absolutely amazed what people submit. And these are all scientists, mind you, and not just me. The show is now a huge hit and has been going on for 10 years, and it's been written up in a lot of magazines. And along the way, I've encountered many friends and colleagues who said, you're wasting your time, Ahna. This is just not going to do you any good in your career. And I said, what is this going to do? So about 6 years later, when I was entering the job market, for each interview I was tasked to presenting a seminar about my work. And this included talks at Yale, at Stanford, at Indiana, University of Washington. And at each stop, my host introduced me as the woman who established the art show at a science meeting, but also she does good science. So I've realized that those moments, that despite the comments from others, my time and effort and passion for what I love paid off. I realized that by just being who I am, I receive recognition and even applause. As you leave today, think of your own experiences that you've been told you couldn't do something. Think again and do it anyway. Take chances and do what you want to do. Your creativity and insight will make a difference in this world. Do it, be it. Don't try to be like everyone else. Listen to your heart and be yourself. And the fourth point I want to make is don't give up. I have to admit to you, you'd probably be pretty surprised I got this far, but I'm dyslexic. I have a hard time reading and writing. I never did well on my tests. I always did well when it came to hands-on stuff in school. My father told me that Einstein and Leonardo da Vinci were also dyslexic, so I shouldn't worry, and so I didn't. During graduate school, I encountered my first real trouble taking an in-class test. It was my prelim B. This is the test that you have to pass to get your doctorate. Well, I failed not once, but twice. Many people in my class, even friends, made fun of me. They told me I shouldn't be in science and that I wouldn't make it in this field. It was discouraging. I felt like something was wrong with me. I started researching dyslexia and found that I'm not alone, but in a huge crowd of talented artists like Picasso or Rodin, and scientists like Einstein and Niels Bohr, musicians like John Lennon, entertainers like Robin Williams, and inventors like Henry Ford or Thomas Edison. What I know now is that people with dyslexia are known to be visual, highly creative, and really excel in learning by doing. Dyslexics think in pictures and have difficulty understanding numbers and words sometimes. I knew that about myself, and the only way to learn is by seeing and doing, not memorizing. I eventually realized my issue with tests was not because I couldn't do them, it was because the tests were not geared toward someone like myself, a visual thinker. My advisor told me that he was also dyslexic, which was great to hear, and he had gotten a D in physics, but he had invented a microscope. It was pretty amazing, actually. So my advisor, John White, who's also at the University of Wisconsin, who invented this amazing microscope, decided to keep me in lab because he knew I was excellent on the bench, and as they say in my field. So if you're good at the bench, you're doing pretty well, I'd have to say. It's half the battle. And so I was able to do things that others couldn't. I could succeed as he did in lab and stayed in lab beside the ridicule from my classmates. Surprisingly, I ended up being one of the first ones to graduate in my class with a PhD. I finished and wrote my thesis in 1 month with no trouble. I found that science that I did and still do today is visually appealing to me on many levels. I learned by seeing and by being a microscopist that I could myself excel immensely. Some of you might be dyslexic or not even know that you're dyslexic and might have trouble with math or find that subjects you studied in college were a bit difficult, although you really like them. It was the test that threw you off. Don't give up on those things because you're told you're not good at them or a grade told you that you're not good. Find alternative ways to learn this subject. There's always another way to learn something you have a passion for. If that passion is deep enough, you will always succeed, so don't give up. So fifth, I think, is another important point I want to make. Always make time for your family. We live in such a global and hectic world. It's often hard to remember to take time to be with your family and friends. I really think this is important to maintain close ties with your loved ones. These bonds will only grow stronger as you get older. As I've gotten older, I realize how precious my time we spend with our parents and loved ones is. My father got sick and was in the hospital. He was dying of kidney failure, was in a coma, and had flatlined 3 times. Pretty impressive. We planned his funeral. The priest came in, gave his blessings. I knew this was going to be the end, and I said my goodbyes. But on my brother's 21st birthday, a week and a half later, my dad woke up. Stunned and surprised, I welcomed my father back. We all did in my family. And doctors had told us he had 3 years to live. He has been alive for 11 years since that day. So I talk to my father every day now, and even twice a day. I have great respect for my parents because they shaped me to who I am today. My husband told me I would cry, and I am. Most of you probably couldn't wait to leave your parents' house and venture out on your own. I know I did. Now I can't wait to see my parents and hang out with my sisters and brothers any chance I get. It's really who you are and what shapes your life. Talk to your mother and father. Tell them that you love them. Cook your favorite recipe with your mother. Spend time laughing about old times with your family. It'll mean a whole lot more than you think. Make your family a priority in your life. And I think lastly, one of my main points I want to make is be happy. Happiness is the single most important thing in my life. I make sure I obtain at least a little slice of happiness every day. Enjoy yourself, help someone, share your ice cream cone, tell your parents you love them, and smile. From about 10 to 11 p.m. tonight, especially if you're in Central Time, I watch the Jon Stewart Show, The Colbert Report, or Seinfeld reruns. I always find time to laugh, and I actually find time to laugh in the laboratory quite a bit. I really like it at the end of the day when I can laugh off all of my stresses and worries, when I can take a break from some of the horrible events on TV, and I go to bed happy and smiling. I wake up happy. And work is your work, but life is your life. Be happy about it. I recently read that there has been an extensive amount of research that says religious people are happier and have less stress in their lives too. I can only imagine how happy the students of St. Ben's are today, and even more so. So finally, you have great potential in your life now. Being well-rounded will get you noticed. Don't lose sight of your passions and interests and your family. They are who you are. As you leave here today, don't be afraid to be yourself. Remember to travel and to try new things. Follow your passions and don't give up. And most of all, be happy. One of my favorite quotes that I have on the top of my computer that I look at every day, it says, "If you love what you do, you will never fail." It is a quote I live by. So go out there and sing the song before your next job interview. Paint a picture after you finish your monthly accounting at your new job. Write a novel while that next groundbreaking experiment cooks up in the lab. Graduates, be different, think differently, and do what you are passionate about. And love what you do, and you will succeed. Congratulations to the class of 2008.
Thank you, Dr. Skop. That was delightful. Today's student speaker is Natalia Calderon. She is from Matamidi, Minnesota, and is graduating with a communication and Spanish double major. Natalia's mother is an alum of the College of St. Benedict. She graduated with a liberal studies degree. Natalia made her college years to be quite a global experience. During her memorable semester abroad in Chile, she was an English tutor, and upon her return to CSB, she continued to tutor Latino immigrants in a neighboring community. Natalia also spent a semester studying in Spain and backpacked through Europe following the program. She works on campus as an admissions tour guide and intern for the Fast Forward Youth Program. As a member of the Cultural Fusion, Natalia was pleased with the live salsa band that she helped bring to campus a couple of weeks ago. She is a member of the Student Alumni Committee, which started St. Ben's first Student Philanthropy Fund. Natalia enjoys playing intramural soccer and spending time with her brother, a sophomore at St. John's University. In March, Natalia participated in the Women as Global Leaders Conference held in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. 1 week later, this globetrotter spent her spring break co-leading a service trip to the Dominican Republic. Please join me in welcoming Natalia with a warm round of applause.
Thank you, Ms. Cooney, and thank you for the privilege of standing here this afternoon. Classmates and friends of the class of 2008, I look out and I see 446 intelligent, joyful, courageous, bright, beautiful women. In my heart, I know we're all very unique, but I must say, we have never looked more uniform with our matching cap and gowns today. This afternoon, we each wear our graduation cap as a wonderful representation of the varied hats we have worn throughout our college journey. Think back to move-in day as first-year students when we unloaded our life belongings into Corona, Aurora, Regina, many of us aided by our college president. As we constructed our lofts alongside our new roommate, we had little idea of what the future held. Who would be our friends? What would we study? How do we differentiate between the HAB, HCC, and BAC buildings? Unlike the new Goretzky Conference Center, CSB Fitness Center, and Helgeson Dance Studio, we did not have a blueprint to show us how our college years would be formed. We wore a construction hat, preparing us for the building, shaping, and growing that was ahead. Not long after summer orientation and fall playfair, we called ourselves Bennies. Embracing the Benedictine values, we enriched this campus as active members in the performing and visual arts, and our involvement in a wide variety of clubs and organizations made an effect both locally and globally. We became athletes in varsity and club sports, as well as fans for our St. Ben's and St. John's classmates. We wore Benny hats such as this with pride because just as Kristen and Lori said at last Sunday's senior dinner, St. Ben's has always been ahead of its time in promoting women. While this hat symbolizes CSB spirit, it also helped hide the bedhead look after a late night of studying. Or was that Facebook? Today we celebrate that not only did we endure the distraction of Facebook, we survived the norovirus of 2005, the blackout of sophomore year, and the many adventures that took place in St. Joe. Speaking of adventure, this Outback hat represents the mighty escapades throughout our time at St. Ben's. Whether it is the enjoyment of local activities and events, or the quest that took us across seas as 62% of us studied in 13 different countries. Each experience led us to form remarkable relationships and to discover a new part of ourselves. As Bennies, we are part of something much larger than ourselves. Some of us are missing someone who has held a significant role in our lives. We hold them in our hearts on this special day and cherish their invaluable lessons. Thank you, parents, grandparents, siblings, professors, mentors, significant others, and surrounding community. You have provided us with examples to live by and made this journey extraordinary. Our support systems have been there for us through the thick and thin. We have learned to persevere, and we've done this in more ways than one. We are tough. Surviving winters in St. Joseph, Minnesota is not easy. However, it can be fun too. Take, for instance, the snow day we enjoyed just exactly 1 month ago today. That was indeed an unusual occurrence, but the traditions that go on in this small town are what engrave themselves in our memories. For example, the tradition of using the lunch trays as sleds after a big snowfall, of waiting your turn on the link, of trying to answer link driver John Doman's questions on the link, the recent father-daughter dance, mother-daughter brunch, and senior dinner, and finally, the recent traditional and somewhat controversial senior scavenger hunt. The Wizard of Oz hat needed one last hurrah. DBs. And so now I must return to the scholarly appearance of today's graduation cap. The style of the graduation hat has varied throughout the centuries. The one we wear today has a mortarboard appearance to it. The mortarboard is a tool of a masterwork person used to build a strong foundation. As graduates of the College of St. Benedict, together with St. John's University, we have a solid foundation that empowers us to be agents of change. The hats we share in common today show unity, a bond, a connection. And together we are capable of wonderful things. We are evolving women. We are women with spirit, women of adventure. We are tough and we like to have fun. We've been given a strong foundation. Let us take from the books that we've read, from the lectures we've heard, from the presentations we've given, and from the conversations we've had, to be the generation of peace and engage our actions in the creation of a better world. Class of 2008, congratulations and many hats off to you.
And now I invite Dr. Rita Knazel to come forward for the citation of degrees.
Today's program lists 446 candidates for the baccalaureate degree. The College of St. Benedict is happy to recognize these degree candidates. It is understood that the candidates will earn the appropriate degrees and complete all requirements for that degree by the end of the scholastic year. Will the candidates for the degrees please rise? Please rise. Dr. Marianne Benninger, President of the College of St. Benedict. These students are now presented to you for conferral of the appropriate degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon these candidates whose names appear in the commencement program the appropriate Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees indicated, with all the attendance, rights, and privileges of which the degrees to be given to them shall forever be testimony. Now I ask Dr. Joe Desjardins, Associate Provost and Academic Dean, to read the names of our candidates for degrees.
Students, you may be seated, please. And if I may ask the audience to please withhold applause until all the candidates have received their degrees. Thanks. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with honors: Amanda Frances Amat, cum laude. Catherine Christine Ammon, magna cum laude. Amy Michelle Anderson, magna cum laude. Carly Danielle Andreessen, magna cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma. Jennifer Catherine Arnold, magna cum laude, all college honors, distinction in philosophy. Jenna Lynn Bartholomew, cum laude. Amy Jean Bauer, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Patricia Baer, cum laude. Jean Louise Bullard, summa cum laude, all college honors. Bridget Maureen Bursaw, cum laude. Natalia Ahna Calderon, cum laude. Brittany Jade Carlson, summa cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Christensen, cum laude. Danielle Claypool, magna cum laude. Emily Anna Coburn, magna cum laude, all college honors. Brittany K. Colbank, egregia cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma. Laura Ann Cooper, cum laude. Catherine Lynn Carno, magna cum laude. Joanna Catherine Crambit, magna cum laude. Catherine Moline Cuddy, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Camille Deegan, magna cum laude. Jill Marie Derwin, magna cum laude. Danielle Ray DeFabio, magna cum laude, all college honors, distinction in psychology. Jennifer Ann Eiselt, cum laude. Sarah Kate Eisenshank, magna cum laude. Allison Mary Evander, cum laude. Megan Marie Fehrenbacher, cum laude. Jenna Marie Forner, cum laude. Laura Catherine Franklin, magna cum laude. Jenna Elizabeth Gabaki, cum laude. Sarah K. Geislinger, cum laude. Jaya Elizabeth Ginter, cum laude. Angela Marie Hain, cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Hagberg, cum laude. Jessica Lee Handwork, cum laude. Catherine Claire Harlander Locke, cum laude. Emily Margaret Heckman, magna cum laude. Karen Elizabeth Haney, magna cum laude. Elizabeth M. Hurd, magna cum laude. Lindsay Therese Hain, summa cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma. Margaret Bouquet Hogan, cum laude. Nicole Joe Holmes, summa cum laude. Catherine Jo Hook, magna cum laude. Emily Ann Jacobson, summa cum laude. Jamie Lynn Johnson, magna cum laude. Lucia Rebecca Johnson, magna cum laude. Agnieszka Kaminska, magna cum laude. Melissa Marguerite Campa, magna cum laude. Margaret Mary Kanowitz, cum laude. Angela Marie Kempenich, magna cum laude. Caitlin Marie Kennedy, magna cum laude. Nicole Ann Kessler, cum laude. Collie Lauren Kingston, magna cum laude. Catherine Eleanor London, summa cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma. Mallory Sue Lundeen, cum laude. Michelle Catherine Macy, cum laude. Maya Harrington Main, magna cum laude, distinction in psychology. Laura Helen Makinen, summa cum laude. Lindsay Diane Makinen, magna cum laude. Yelena Maximovich, cum laude. Jennifer Marie Matson, cum laude. Caitlin Maureen McEwen, magna cum laude. Shannon Mary McLean, cum laude. Alyssa Ann Merton, magna cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma. Sarah Elizabeth Meyer, magna cum laude. Kathleen James Murphy, cum laude. Charity Ann Murray, cum laude. Kayla Michelle Nelson, cum laude. Ashley Christine Nidecker, magna cum laude. Ashley Kathleen Nascala, cum laude. Erin Lynn Olafs, summa cum laude, distinction in psychology. Janelle Esther Packard, cum laude. Vanya Paunich, magna cum laude, distinction in computer science. Emily Ellen Pearson, cum laude. Caitlin Marie Peterson, magna cum laude. Danielle Lynn Pollock, summa cum laude, all college honors. Katie Marie Rinaldo, cum laude, distinction in management. Kaylee Amanda Rasmussen, cum laude. Molly Rose Roski, summa cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma, and all college honors. Lisa J. Russell, magna cum laude. Tina Eleonora Reitel, magna cum laude, distinction in economics. Jennifer Claire Saffert, summa cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma. Cara Marie Sandquist, magna cum laude. Christine Jane Schultz, summa cum laude. Julie Ann Seifert, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Saviola, cum laude. Brianna Pratt Sharkey, summa cum laude. Kaylee Michelle Simpson, summa cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma, all college honors. Bridget Eleanor Sitzer, cum laude. Camille Marie Scarvan, magna cum laude. Sarah Lynn Skidey, cum laude, distinction in communication. Anne Elizabeth Stroman, magna cum laude. Margaret Ann Sweeney, magna cum laude. Catherine Rose Tallman, cum laude. Charmaine Lee Tesmer, cum laude. Allison Marie Thorsness, magna cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma. Sarah Elizabeth Trent, magna cum laude, all college honors, distinction in English. Danielle Marie Updike, magna cum laude. Jill Pamela Van Havermat, magna cum laude. Denise Lynn Waldvogel, summa cum laude. Catherine Ann Ward, magna cum laude. Jeanette Lauren Weber, summa cum laude. Jacqueline Christine Wegman, magna cum laude. Jessica Lee Weichert, magna cum laude. Megan Lynn Robel, magna cum laude. Heather Catherine Worm, summa cum laude. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing with honors. Allie Margaret Bauman, magna cum laude. Brenna Jane Depp Blevins, cum laude. Mary Shannon Bradamus, magna cum laude. Carrie Ann Burgraff, cum laude. Casey Lynn Dykert, cum laude. Jennifer Marie Eklund, cum laude. Catherine Marie Flynn, magna cum laude. Marissa K. Lavka, magna cum laude. Laura Ann Marshall, cum laude. Ashley Marie Paul, cum laude. Mallory Christine Scherer, cum laude. Amy Lynn Tyson, magna cum laude. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Megan Christine Ehlers, Stephanie Glenn Aitken, Kimberly K. Anderson, Natalie Jean Arell, Megan Lee Artston, all college honors, Jessica Lauren Bauer, Brittany Ann Bowney, Kaya Elizabeth Becht, Nikki Lynn Bender, Amanda Christine Benedict, Jessica Lynn Berg, Mary Elizabeth Butts, Louise Susan Billick, Brittany Marie Bilius, Kristen Noyes Blum, Brittany Catherine Bogle, Anna Marie Beavers, Melissa Jean Burrows, Barbara Ann Burrell, Anna Rose Boyer, December Catherine Brakefield, Nicole Ann Brenner, Teresa Amanda Brett, Amanda Rose Broman, Melinda Mary Brown, Megan Mary Buddy, Rachel Ann Bowman, Catherine Ann Burke, Anne Marie Bush, Erin Elizabeth Buss, Danielle Johanna Butenhoff, Catherine Alexandra Carver, Jerry Lynn Chalmers, Min Chen, Anastasia Marie Cheney, Ashley Ann Christofferson, Jessica Rose Sizek, Courtney Sue Clark, Andrea Laverne Klinsman, Hanukkah Nanette Coach, Megan Mary Conway, Sarah Jane Cook, Shayna May Crateau, Brittany Heather Dahl, Jessica Jo Dahlheimer, Hien T. Dong, Mary Cheryl DeMars, Stephanie Jo Dieter, Megan Christine Deutschman, Patricia Kathleen DeVoy, Ashley Ann Dilley, Christina Marie Duclos, Cassandra Lynn Dufresne, Amanda Nicole Dunlap, Megan Marie Doppler, Elizabeth Ann Dushbabic, Jennifer Elizabeth Eichhoff, Emily Rebecca Eisenzimmer, Catherine Livingston Alenkowicz, Brooke Ann Ellison, Jolene K. Engelking, Gretchen Marie Anninger, Rachel Faye Erlinson, Judith Rose Falvey, Distinction in Psychology, Megan Marie Fosnock, Jessica Lee Fauché, Jolene Marie Fisher, Kathleen Mary Fitzgerald, Sandra Ann Fogel, Abigail Marissa Foster, Alexa Jean Gallet, Emily Mae Garvey, Deanna Lee Gerber, Cassandra Marie Gimler, Kate Ann Glukert, Erin Kathleen Goodrich, Sophia Rose Gossman, all college honors, Nicole Ray Green, Gretchen Marie Greenwell, all college honors, Mallory Lockhart Green, Catherine Beth Groh, Marissa May Grunkley, Sharon May Gubash, Anita Karine Gebi Jessot, Marie Pascal Allison Gitia Gesso, Elise Kathleen Guymont, Nikia Marie Gustafson, Mary Anna Guth, Amy Marie Haig, Erin Lee Haig, Carissa Carol Halfmeyer, Julie Elizabeth Heyman, Jenna Marie Haler, Kelsey Marie Hanks, Ashley Marie Hannigan, Kristen K. Haubrick, Jessica Erin Heasley, Lauren Rosemary Hines, Catherine Ann Helmbrecht, Ashley Marie Hennon, Kaylee Kathleen Herman, Lauren Elizabeth Hicks, Caitlin Jane Hilborn, Alexandra Therese Hinton, Jacqueline Marie Heff, Kelly Marie Holmseth, Ashley Jo Holt, Stephanie Lynn Hulls, Melissa Renee Hund, Allison Joy Jacobson, Kaylin McNamara James, Jessica Lee Jensen, Denise Carnessa Jatan, Anna Marie Johnson, Christine Louise Johnson, Krista Lynn Johnson, Kristen Ann Johnson, Nicole Elizabeth Johnson, Tessa Dorothy King, Magdalene Teresa Kinney, Danielle Lee Kinzer, Allison Mary Cluthy, Chelsea Joan Nabe, Nicole Elizabeth Knight, Kimberly Therese Koenig, Molly Joel Ketter, Jennifer Lynn Cahoot, Catherine Joy Cottonbrock, Amanda Jo Kotzer, Kenzie Marie Kramer, Allison Marie Crow, Nancy Ann Keekley, Vera Masako Labute, Laura Marie Lottie, Mallory Elizabeth Lamb, Kelsey Margaret Lane, Amanda Ray Loudenbach, Elizabeth Ann Laurie, Amanda Lorraine Lee, Jessica Erin Lee, Katie Jo Lee, Susan Therese Lip, Maryrissa Grace Loney, Jill Connie Marie London, Chelsea Colette Lorenz, Stephanie K. Lors, Mackenzie Shea Ludowies, Sarah Jeanette Lundebreck, Allison Frances Lynch, Jessica Rose Mader, Distinction in Biology, Megan Marie Mahoney, Jenna Lee Martins, all college honors, Kimberly Ann Madison, Sarah Christine Matson, Aggie Lee Maurer, Molly Cecilia McCarty, Catherine Ann McCoy, Catherine Joy McEntee, Brenna Rebecca Maley, Emily Ann Mayer, Michelle Lee Melson, Catherine Brianne Mensing, Emily Ann Mariness, Katie Ann Mayer, Jennifer Marjorie Molden, Anna Adele Molitor, Megan Marie Malner, Caitlin Nicole Moody, Kathleen Julie Mugley, Michaela Elizabeth Mulder, Kimberly Ann Murphy, Laura Rose Murphy, Sarah Ann Murphy, Christine Mary Muskie, Teresa Mary Nauman, Alexandra Bonita Nadelku Erickson, Kelsey Lee Nelson, Nicole Marie Nelson, Siobhan Elizabeth Nelson, Tara Vi Nelson, Jennifer Marie Nichols, Catherine Marie Neeson, Michelle Renee Nolan, Darby Darlene Noreen, Erin Teresa O'Connell, Kelly Colleen O'Connell, Mackenzie Lynn O'Neill, Emily Elizabeth Olson, Megan Marie Paul, Catherine Mary Patefield, Caitlin Laura Pear, Elizabeth Jean Peters, Amanda Lynn Peterson, Jolene Lynn Peterson, Laura Christine Peterson, Anna Sophia Elizabeth Phelps, Jenny Lynn Planner, Emily Rose Powell, Laura Nicole Powers, Lacelle Inette Antonia Pravat, Andrea Marie Price, Xiang Mei Chiao, Adrian Rose Rachsick, Ashley Nicole Raish, Naricha Venkat Ramani, Jessica Page Ranfriends, Raylene Trout Rasmussen, Katie Jean Rausch, Molly Elizabeth Reichelderfer, Teresa Sophia Reinench, Megan Joy Reistoffer, Wendy Mae Reith, Jessica Ann Remhoff, Brianna Noel Risky, Laura Barbara Robinson, Hannah Marie Rose, Elizabeth Marie Ruddle, Genevieve Maleka Saldana, Diana Lavon Salinas, Emily Marie Sandberg, Jenna Lee Sandgren, Kira Ann Schindler, Vicki Marie Schlongen, Cara Simone Schneider. Jamie Catherine Scott. Laura Ann Scott. Amanda Marie Sell. Shannon Carey Sen. Erin Nicole Skirbeck. Bridget Lynn Smith. Kelly Marie Smith. Moira Mae Smith. Rachel Elizabeth Smith. Andrea Louise Cern. Mary Elizabeth Spaniel. Abby Elizabeth Stahl. Melissa Teresa Stangler. Maria Catalina Stark. Nicole Marie Stay. Katie Lynn Stern. Emily Christine Stessman. Ashley Ray Storing. Rebecca Ann Strasberg. Caitlin Elizabeth Streitz. Jean Ellen Steubenville. Elizabeth Kim Sturligson, Distinction in Management. Catherine Ann Sudbeck. Elizabeth Ann Super, All College Honors, Distinction in Political Science. Allison Marie Swanson. Marie Remen Swartout. Kathleen C. Sweeney. Kristen Marie Sweetman. Andrea Beatrice Swentick. Mara Christine Taney. Anna Marie Tapio. Caitlin Ann Tepper. Megan Brianna Tice. Melanie Eve Thielen. Paige Judith Thies. Hillary Marie Toma. Alicia Renee Thompson. Rebecca Catherine Tishbirik. Jenna Lenave Tody. Elena Michelle Trout. Amanda K. Trusty. Laura Winking Turkowski, Distinction in Psychology. Melissa Veronica Ulrich. Natalie Ann Ulrich. Yuhan Lydia Marie Uppus. Melissa Ann Vianney. Wan Kim Vu. Jenny Vong. Kate Ranweiler Wagi. Megan Elise Walt. Whitney Ann Walker. Caitlin Elizabeth Wallen. Caitlin Elizabeth Walsh. all college honors. Allison Marie Walters. Megan Ann Warfield. Gwen Dorothy Wasmund. Sharon Margaret Walker. Amanda Ann Weiss. Laura Beth Wamager. Kate Danielle West. Tara Lynn West. Megan Marie Williams. Rachel Suzanne Winsberger. Elizabeth Rose Wall. Amy Elizabeth Wolf. Holly Marie Wolcher. Amanda Ray Yaretz. Catherine Louise Young. Kisong Udron. Brianna Morgan Zayak. Hyun Cho. Maria Tiffany Zip. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing: Laura Marie Angel. Laura Christine Bergs. Tina Viola Bischoff. Elizabeth Ann Boysen. Amy Elizabeth Caruth. Chelsea Marie Charest. Elaine E. Ekstrom. Anne Marie Elsenpeter. Megan Elise Galen. Ashley Elizabeth Gretsch. Catherine Marie Grolkowski. Andrea May Ham. Jessica Louise House. Carrie Jeannie Humble. Emily Jun Kim. Cassandra Danielle Coltes. Catherine Marilyn Leeser. Andrea Marie Mans. Amber Jo Marquette. Julie Elizabeth Mollison. Catherine Marie Morris. Leah Christine Pleiss. Emily Marie Raymond. Josephine Marie Reisdorf. Jessica Marie Reynolds. Leslie Michelle Schreiber. Susan Marie Sheeter. Sorry, had it yesterday. Christine Renee Worm. Elizabeth Christine Yokel. Please join me in a round of applause for the graduates of the class of 2008.
To you, the graduates of the class of 2008, congratulations. As president of the Alumni Association for the College of St. Benedict, it is an honor and my pleasure to welcome you as our newest members of the Alumni Association. This association includes more than 17,000 incredible women spread throughout the United States and around the world. The Benny Network is about relationships with our sister alumni, women who are our colleagues, mentors, co-workers, and in many cases, our closest friends. St. Ben's women, like us, have in common so many things. We have a degree from the #1 Catholic liberal arts college in the country. We describe ourselves as strong, spiritual, intelligent, committed, leaders, and agents for change. We are talented, we have heart, and we make a difference wherever we go in this world. We share a love of this place. Founded by the Sisters of St. Benedict, who are remarkable women in their own right. More than 150 years ago, they began an incredible adventure in journeying from Germany to the heart of Minnesota to make an incredible difference in this community and so many more. With that rich tradition and adventurous pioneering spirit, we graduates have been challenged to make a difference in the communities where we find ourselves, using those gifts nurtured by our St. Ben's experience. That tradition surrounds you today. I'd like to show you what I mean. While you, our newest graduates, remain seated, I invite all other alumni who are family members, friends, faculty, staff, sisters, Alumni Association volunteers, and members of our Board of Trustees to please stand for a moment. We who have graduated before you stand with you today, both in this room and around the world. We're proud of your accomplishments, and we're certain of the remarkable influence you will have on our future. It has been more than 20 years since I was sitting where you are now, patiently waiting for the commencement festivities to be over. But I was also feeling more than a little bit anxious about trading my St. Ben's community for the real world. Consider that you have graduated from a wonderful and magical place, a place made unique because of the faculty who cared about you and because of the Benedictine values and the traditions that you have experienced here. The values of community, hospitality, spirituality, creating positive change, continuous learning, and making the world better. These are all treasures that you take with you. I hope that as you look back at your time here, you will realize that the College of St. Benedict is a place like no other, and that the connections that you have made here and the sense of belonging to this community of women will remain with you for the rest of your life. I challenge you to bring the spirit of St. Ben's into the real world, and in doing so, truly honor the faculty who have mentored you and the pioneering spirit of the Sisters of St. Benedict who have made such a difference in our lives. Congratulations. Welcome to the Benny Network and the Alumni Association. Thank you.
Because of the rain today, we will be holding our reception indoors in the Claire Lynch Hall. The ushers will guide you. It's to the right. For those who need to use the elevators, once again, just ask the ushers to assist you. For those who are able, please use the stairs. Sister Sharon, please now come forward to give the final blessing.
Graduates, the Benedictine sisters who have lived on this campus with you for 4 years congratulate you and promise to hold you in prayer as you go forward today. I am reminded today of an experience I had a number of years ago when I completed my ministry with the Anishinaabe people on the Red Lake Indian Reservation. I was privileged to be invited to their spring ceremonies, which lasted 5 days. At the end, the spiritual leader came up to me and said, "Today and these days, the Spirit has been strong, and I said, we send you off with a strong spirit." Today, we send you off with strong spirits, shaped and formed by the Benedictine values that have been guiding principles of the College of St. Benedict since it began almost 100 years ago. We bless you this day. Lord God, send your Spirit upon these graduates. May they be salt for the earth and light for the world. Through their lives, may they build up our world and make it a better place to live. May they use their talents and skills to help other people live better lives founded on freedom and peace. Strengthen them in this task and inspire them by your word. We bless our graduates before us today. May God be in their head and in their understanding. May God be in their eyes and in their looking. May God be on their lips and in their speaking. May God be in their heart and in their loving. And as these graduates face the completion of one part of their life and face new challenges, we pray that God be in their departing and in their beginnings. May you go in peace to let your light shine before the world, so that all may see your goodness and give praise to your heavenly Father. We ask this in the name of Jesus, who is our way, our truth, and our life, now and forever. Amen.